Back with Andy Tudor this morning from Nexus Minerals. Andy, morning.
Morning, Andrew.
Look, final results you've announced this morning here from the recent regional drill program at Wallbrook. Just firstly, as far as Target MC2.1, that's now been incorporated into the Clement Prospect. So tell us a bit more on this.
Yeah, look, it's been a good end. This is obviously the last of the results of the last Aircore program, and it's nice to, I suppose, rounded out the program with that success. So very happy with what we've done. And Clement, we drilled out a couple of years. Well, we drilled half a dozen holes a few years ago, and just never had a chance to get back there. So we've done an earlier Aircore program, then this is the follow-up Aircore program. So it's now been rounded out, if you like. Got some great numbers there through that prospect as in its entirety. A bunch of 8 at just under sort of 3 grams in a broader, lower grade halo, which has been really nice. We've now got sort of 650 meters of strike, 250 meters of width. And importantly as well, it sits almost exactly in between the Crusader Templar mineral resource estimate and Godfrey, which we've spoken about before. So we've now got these elongate 3 parallel mineralised systems. So that's how it's nicely sort of rounded it out as well. So very happy with the results. It's been great to see us able to use Aircore for exactly its purpose, determine what these mineralised zones are, what the extent of them are, and where we go next.
You say you've also better defined the Payns Prospect now.
Look, yeah, post the results, which obviously have been fantastic. It's really the guys are spending a lot of time on it. We've got this 750 meter now of width and 900 meters of strike in the north southerly direction. Mineralisation in all 4 corners of it, both all the way down through a lot of the holes and obviously end of hole. And statistically, then we've got over 60% of the Nexus Aircore holes have had mineralisation in them, which is very high for an early Aircore program, and 13% of the bottom of hole, that last metre sample, have mineralisation in them as well, which again, you normally don't see a program in double digits. And that the grade in particular, as we know, the fours and at 4, 5, 6, and 7 grams, we haven't seen visible gold very much out in that part of the world. We're seeing that, and it's those right rocks, the right alteration, and we're really seeing that grade profile as well. So really happy with how that's rounded out, and the cross sections that we've included really. If you like, they're a typical cross section. They're showing that you've got some oxide material at the moment, looks fairly flat lying, moving into the fresh rock, but that's where the RC program will come into its own. Really, we've got now that anomaly rounded out, and it's sitting there ready now for that next stage.
Well, I suppose as far as the next Aircore drill program, what are you planning and where are you looking to put the rig?
Yep, the geos left yesterday, back to site. So they've got a few days of clearing lines and getting everything organised, and then the Aircore rig will turn up before the weekend, around the weekend, commencing again on Monday. So again, another round of 10,000 metre program, following up one of the prospect areas, 1.4, which is just south of Branches, sort of towards the north. We need to again just round that out and look at that 1.4 and just tidy that one up almost and see what extent that looks like. And then we're moving to the southwest and the southeast. And when we put out an announcement next week, just when the rig physically starts turning, we'll sort of put them on a map. But again, having the opportunity to follow up one and go to 2 brand new areas where, again, no drilling ever. And the boys are obviously really excited about that, as they have been post the work that we've done over this last 6 or 9 months. And it continues, and obviously it's working very, very well for us.
And what about plans, Andy, to get a RC rig in there to test some of these targets?
Again, when we started this program back in September, whatever it was, saying we needed 12 months, test 18 regional targets. We're 10 in now, and we're testing this next 2 in this program. That will continue through to the September quarter as planned. But in the background, yes, it's been a matter of, okay, when and how are things falling into our RC testing spreadsheet so we can start ranking them. And Branches obviously sits very high on that list as it's MRE drill ready. Payns now obviously is competing, neck and neck based on the geological and the grade features that we're seeing. So it's fantastic to see. Then Godfrey, Clement now, these parallel mineralised zones to our Crusader Templar deposit. Plus, we've also got obviously the Aircore as it turns, this next program, the one after. So the whole concept, the whole exploration campaign continues as planned. With the success we've been having, it's a joy to start populating our RC planning. And we look forward to getting into that as and when the time is right.
Great to see you, Andy. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Andrew.